Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis and welcome back to the channel. Today, on this beginner's guide series, we're going to be taking a look at the Drukhari, the Dark Eldar of Warhammer 40k's universe. Essentially, your super sadistic drow from D&D, except cranked up to like 11. Yeah, they're kind of terrifying. So in this video, this is going to be a beginner's guide series. We're going to be taking a look at the most basic stuff, their lore, how they play on the tabletop, and what to buy for $100 getting involved into this game. So with that said, what are the Drukhari? Well, the Drukhari are the remnants of the Eldar that fell to their more hedonistic desires. And instead of using the soul stones to protect themselves from Slaanesh and going the way of the paths such as their kin, the Craftworld Eldar, or even going into the ancient lifestyles far off in the galaxy like the Exodites, the Drukhari decided to continue doing their deceitful hedonistic behaviors in order to sate she who thirsts. She who thirsts is Slaanesh. Slaanesh is constantly trying to feed on their souls. And in order to, well, gain more soul, they kind of need to just, kill and torture instead of listening to good soul music and eating soul food. I mean, both of those would really help, but it is what it is. The Drukhari typically are a raiding party of pirates, essentially, is the easiest way of putting this. They will attack worlds in the blink of an eye, grabbing as many slaves as possible to bring back to the dark city of Camorra. Think of Detroit, except not as bad. Actually, probably not even a tenth as bad. Yeah, it's pretty much Camorra. It's a dark city with towers stretching millions of miles, and, well, probably not millions of miles, but stretching in all shapes and directions, where gravity is, well, more of a concept than anything else. And the people there are all hedonistic torture elves. There's no other way of putting this. They are the edgelords of 40k. So pretty much their typical strategy for warfare, to complement their incredible nature of swooping in and stealing slaves, they are mostly a long-ranged army. Yeah, I did not see that coming either when I started playing against them, but typically you see them as either extreme long range or really close up, just trying to dart in, kill certain characters, and then doing hit and run tactics. This plays into their style pretty well, but once you take midfield, the Drukhari do tend to fall into, well, a bit of a bind. Mid-range being their weakest game, their weakest matchup, because once you can start getting up close to them, they tend to fall apart really quickly. But it's getting up close to them and their hit-and-run tactics that make the Drukhari a very rich and rewarding army. Plus, they're literally murder elves. Let's not forget that, okay? So, unfortunately, I don't know too much about their lore as of right now. And also, GW doesn't have a lot of lore on the Eldar. They have like maybe 5 books compared to the 1,000 books about Marines. So I really do think that the elves need a bit more lore. And in making this video, I have actually started looking into more of the Drukhari themselves. I do have Phoenix Rising, and I do have a couple of other Drukhari books, as well as some Eldari, and I'm looking forward to them making more Ynnari books. Whoops, I just smacked my microphone. Sorry about that. But I'm looking forward to reading more about the Eldar, because we ran into a few questions that, yeah, we're kind of all over the place. But what is a good thing to start your collection with? Well, the start collecting is actually pretty solid for the Drukhari. Comes with Witch Cult, a couple of bikes, and a Venom. I think that's what their small speeder is called. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a Venom. Let's see. I know my Drukhari. But let's just say that the place that you're buying from is out of stock. How do you want to build your Drukhari? Also, I suggest getting something else to go along with your Drukhari, because you might as well. You can actually get some of their cheaper characters and just run them as HQs, because literally no one knows anything about this race. So you could just say, this is my Archon, and most people would just be like, makes sense to me. So unless you're playing up against an opponent that is actually familiar with the Drukhari lore, you can probably get away with having this named character and just saying she's an Archon and just going at $108, and boom, you're set. But let's just say you don't have access to the start collecting. Well, a good point to start is actually, well, my personal favorite is the party boat, the Ravager. The Ravager or Raider are pretty good places to start. You can get one Raider for $40. You can get a couple of Cabalite Warriors to go in there. So you're looking at 40, 50, 60, 75. And then from there you can probably get, let's see, for $25 extra, what else would I get? I wouldn't actually get a named character. Considering like the Space Marines, you can actually customize and kit bash these models very quickly. Even models like Lilith Hexbrooks here can actually be kit bashed out of their Witch Cult set. If I can find it, that would be really convenient. Okay, where are you? There you are. Actually, you really can't. Well, I mean, if you're good with green stuff, you can actually take a Witch Cult member, just give her long hair, which isn't actually that hard, and make Lilith Hexbrooks pretty quickly. But some of their other characters, like Archons, like, if you want to go crazy, you can make this guy look incredible. Some of their homunculuses, I mean. Succubuses are also pretty easy to make. It's just literally a whip and a spear. And you can go from there. But I would suggest picking a theme. For the most part, I would actually go with buying a few boxes of Cabalite Warriors and just having them with Dark Lances sitting in Raiders, because that is my typical strategy for them. Or you can go with a bunch of Scourges and actually have a really fun and fast army, capable of putting out some deadly firepower at long range, as well as some good firepower at mid-range. Or you can skip both of that and just go for a bunch of Venoms. This army has a lot of variance to it, and when I was talking to Skari about this army and watching a bunch of his videos, by the way, I highly suggest Skared Cast for all things Drukhari, I really enjoyed watching his different playstyles. He does tournament playstyles for the Drukhari, and his lists are pretty solid. In fact, I do look forward one day to actually playing up against him. It's just with the winter here, I kind of can't travel outside of the state. It's too dangerous. But with that all said, I'd probably go with Bikes, Scourges, or Cabalites, Witch Cult, and just spam each one of them until you build an army that fits your playstyle. If not, just go with the start collecting and work from there. So if you have any questions about this, please comment in the comment section down below. I will be asking Skari to help me answer some of the questions, as he's an expert on the Drukhari. And shout out to him for being an awesome YouTuber. So with that all said, I want to thank all of you for stopping in, checking out this Beginner's Guide series. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. Be sure to follow me on Patreon. Patreon goes a long way to helping out the channel, as well as checking out my Discord. I have an open and welcoming community for all 40k fans, as well as just people who are fans of games in general. So please check that out as well. As always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye. Hey everyone, do you want a cool shirt? Be sure to check out my Teespring. Link is in the description down below.